Kicker Brian Johnson out there to get us started.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. The Bengals at 12-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility if these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
11, Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action with Burrow. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 7-7, our score after 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Prescott off play action. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
To the air again, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Johnson's kick is good,
and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready? 11, Thomas.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall taken down at the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Touchdown! from 17 yards out.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 6. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MP. Take. 11 stop.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And Burrow going to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 33. Now Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
11 Thomas.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Prescott.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st down, New York.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Throw right side, Wilson.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Williams brings it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 1, right? 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tape.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Jets extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Jets start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Here we go, here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Forced out to his left. Caught on a slant. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. And he's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and then capture him for a loss.
Out of his end zone, Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It costs them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went around.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A quick throw complete to Hurd.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
27, 26.
And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
A give running right is Hall.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Now Hill to return it.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
All right, ready? 2nd and 4.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All again on 2nd down.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.